It's Thursday evening and it's time to relax, lay back and share with you what happened today in my day. And that's a practice where I'm sharing with everyone one thing that I learned, one thing that I find out that I need to fix, and one thing that I achieved. I'm doing it every day. I encourage you to do the same. Not so simple, but helpful. So let's dive into my day achievement. Today we had the first meeting, the lesson learned for the DR environment, that DR test that we just finished last week, and it's an achievement because this meeting was extremely open. People laughed, people have fun, people can criticize themselves, people told what worked for them, what didn't. There was a really lively, healthy discussion. And it's a big achievement because 3 years ago when I started to work with this group, if we would do the same meeting, it would be crickets, no word. Just someone will summarize what happened and any feedbacks, it would be silence. So it's really amazing, and I see it as a real achievement, and that's my achievement for today. One thing that I learned, and that's from a book, I think it's called 12 Principles for Life or something like that. I forgot exactly the name. But it's really, sometimes it's really good and sometimes it's really boring. From my perspective, sometimes go too much into religion and sometimes it's not. But today, the chapter that I read teach me something new or reshape a little bit my thought. And again, it's around chaos and order. I think all the book is around chaos and order. So apparently, the author claimed, and he's probably right, that all around us is chaos. We are living in chaos. We are not living in order. We create order to ourselves, and we like this order significantly because every time that we keep this order, there are no surprises. Our life is simple, fast forward, doesn't demand any deep thinking or dealing with issues. But every time that something even very minor happened, and it's not a regular occurrence of your life, and it could be, I don't know, that people with superstition, so instead of walking through this door, they walk through this door, that door, or it could be a flat tire, or it could be everything. Every time that something uncommon happen, or something that it's not part of your routine, that's what probably routine, then it scares you. It scares you because you know what's going on, and what's going on is a process where all of your default thinking is going to be challenged, because every time that something happens, it opens the gate to chaos. And when chaos get in and surround you, it's not a convenient situation. I think it's extremely good situation because it forces you to think, it forces you to act, it forces you to sometimes to think all the way from, am what I'm doing right, or is my life okay? So sometimes the disruption is so significant that it forces you to think very deeply. It forces you to take very critical or not easy tasks. It forces you to do stuff that you're not doing regularly. And since we don't like to do those stuff, every small incident that takes us from the order, we already know that that's going to end up with a severe disruption to everything that we are doing, whether it's severe, it really doesn't matter. So that's something that I'd never thought about it, and it's once I read it, I think it's really true, and that's probably one of the main reasons why people have changes, because when you come to work and introduce a change, oh my goodness, I need now to deal with very complex and not easy and uncomfortable and secure incident that force me to do something that I usually don't like to do. well, I think that there are few people that like to do it, but the majority simply don't like to do it. So sorry that I deep dive maybe too down, but in a nutshell, the fact that we created to ourselves a very organized routine world, which is equal order. Every change in this one causes us a significant stress because we know that now we need to deal with chaos, and every change it's introduction of a change of our routine. So that's what I learned today. And last but not least, one thing that I find out that we need to change, and that related to our guide. So we have a detailed guide that defines how all the processes that we are running are actually operating, and everyone has access to this guide. But regretfully, not everyone read the guide. So the problem is that people are doing something and they believe that exists or doesn't exist in the guide, or people complain about something that they believe that exists or does not exist in the guide. And one way or another, the lack of ability of people to read this 42 or 52 pages create agony for themselves and for others. Now, it's not really different from regular company when you have like pages of policy that everyone signs every year but no one reads. Since when you're running no hierarchical organization, the processes are not common, and when you are in hierarchical organization, the processes are more common everywhere. It demands more understanding or familiarity with the guide. So I don't know exactly what is the solution yet. I just know that the problem is that we need to find a way how to make people much more familiar with what is written in the guide. And that's all for today. One thing that I achieved, one thing that I learned, and one thing that I found out that we need to fix. And that's all for today. See you tomorrow, and up until then, bye.